Brady now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 10 catches, 134 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap on this season.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 4th. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll buy some time right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Wilson. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Brady. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Looking into the raindrops and he muffs it.
That's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. it's Wilson. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson buying time to his left. And Sharp hauls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Throwing now is Brady. And that is intercepted. Or was it? In bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Brady. They'll find Everett there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to lead the quarter.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown on the year. Play action. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they run with Harris off the option. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens. This to 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So 3 points. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Brady. Again, it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. That would complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. Well, who needs a halftime? They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 31, Wilson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Wilson flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. From the gun on third down, Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Again, it's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has. How did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the pop.
They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A shotgun give to Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second down, back to Fournette. Fournette fighting through. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point gain. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. It's Miller, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it a second down. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Brady to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, 2 catches. Quickly out wide to Eskridge. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Wilson to throw.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that from most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Brady. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times have we talked about complimentary football?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And Shark calls it in. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams